What's good, my powerful people? Back at y'all with another video. Now, before we hop into the topic, make sure you drop a sub down below, drop a like on the video, and follow me on all my socials. Links gonna be in the description. Now today we're gonna talk about how to solve every problem in your life. This is a life hack that you need to acquire. This is a mental hack that you need to acquire. This is something that every man needs to apply to his life. This is how you're gonna get out of this rut that you're in. You just have to literally just look in the mirror and just tell yourself, either I'm gonna do it or not. Either I'm gonna figure it out or not. Either I'm gonna get out of this hole or I'm gonna dig myself deeper into the hole. Either I'm gonna be a force for good or I'm gonna be a force for evil. I'm gonna walk the righteous path or I'm gonna walk the destructive path. I'm gonna follow the angel on my shoulder or I'm gonna follow the devil on my shoulder. You can make any excuse on the planet, any excuse that you want, but at the end of the day, the choice is always gonna be yours to either stay the same or to just do what everybody else isn't willing to do. The only thing that you need to do is realize that regardless of how tired you are, regardless of how you don't feel like it, you still need to just put in work. You have to get used to just facing challenges. You have to get used to just meeting adversity in the middle. You can't just accept all these hits. You can't just be in the ring and you fighting your opponent, you just constantly letting him punch you in the face and you're not blocking or you're not countering, parrying, etc. It's the same thing with life. You cannot just accept that life is just constantly throwing BS your way. Things are just constantly not going your way. You constantly taking L's, you constantly losing money, you constantly getting played or getting rejected. Is that really what you're gonna live like? Is that really how life is supposed to be? Of course not. So why are you accepting that? You understand what I'm saying? Why are you constantly complaining as opposed to doing something different with your life? Why do you keep saying I'll start tomorrow? Why are you still waiting for the perfect opportunity? When are you gonna wake up and realize that, look, every choice that you have, every action that you make is getting you somewhere. It's either gonna make you stay in your position or it's gonna make you change your position and elevate into something better. You have to have a goal in mind. You have to have a vision in your mind. You have to have a burning desire to do something. Like, what is it? What's the reason that you're doing what you're doing? Why are you going hard? Or why are you just being average? Everybody that goes hard in their life, everybody that escapes the system, escapes the rat race, escapes the hamster wheel, escapes the matrix, they have a reason why. They have a burning desire. They have things on the inside motivating them. They went through something in their life to the point where they just said enough is enough and I cannot accept this life anymore. And I have to do something different to really just step into the better things of life, the real blessings that are waiting for me. They had to stop straddling the fence, contemplating whether they're gonna do the right thing or do the wrong thing. It's gonna come upon a time where, bro, you're gonna go through something so traumatic or you're gonna go through something that's really gonna wake you up and make you open your eyes to the point where it's like, man, I have to change or I have to do something different. But at the end of the day, the choice is still gonna be yours. Like, if you don't take the necessary action, you ain't gonna be able to really just point fingers or blame nobody else for your lack of inaction, for your lack of success, for your lack of results. Because deep down inside, regardless of how many excuses you made, regardless of who you point the blame at, deep down inside, you're gonna feel that regret, you're gonna feel that guilt, and you're gonna feel ashamed, knowing that you are a failure, knowing that you didn't give it your all, knowing that you just quit. And it's not gonna feel good. Every time you look in the mirror, you're gonna have to sit with it, you're gonna have to accept it. Every time that you look at somebody else on social media doing what you wanna do, or doing what you said you was gonna do, you gotta accept the fact that you was average, you was weak, you know what I'm saying? You was a little girl, and you ain't really just dig deep and fight it. Because you didn't want it bad enough and somebody else did, so they went out and got it. For 30 days straight, you have to really just detox your entire life. Less social media time. I'm not even telling you that you have to just get off of the apps or delete the apps altogether, because you might be making money from some of these apps. So you just need to just have the discernment with what you're doing. No more just mindless scrolling, just staying plugged in. No more of that. No more just wasting time and procrastinating. No more just beating off. No more spending money on things that you don't even need. No more chasing the women and they ain't bringing any value into your life. No more staying the same, being average. No more staying trapped in a negative cycle of thinking. For 30 days, you need to detox. No fast food, no soda, just straight water. Go outside and get your sunlight every day. Meditate for 30 days straight. Write down your goals. Say your goals aloud every single day. No complaining for 30 days straight. Just brute force energy, just sheer work. Don't tell anybody, don't say anything. Just put in the work. And then after this 30 days, pay attention to how you feel. Eat healthy, eat clean. And then just pay attention to how you feel after 30 days. You gotta hold yourself accountable. If you miss a day, you have to start over. Your goal has to be at least bare minimum 30 days. You have to complete a full 30 days. You have to hold yourself accountable. If you miss a day, you have to start over. You don't just quit and forget about it. You start over. You don't just accept the fact that you just defeated. You try again. You get back up. You keep fighting. You keep pushing. It's all about how bad you want it and what you're willing to do to change, what you're willing to do to escape. Because but you can't, bro, you cannot be impatient and you can't be ungrateful. Two things that's gonna keep you stuck, two things that's gonna block your blessings. Being impatient and being ungrateful. How on earth can you just wake up and just complain about what you don't have? As if you're struggling. As if you live in the worst life possible. Understand that. How can you just be impatient if you're putting in the work, if you're grinding every single day, you just have your head down, you're not worried about the external things, you're not worried about the results, you're just putting in work. You're not worried about the finish line, you just running. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, bro. So you gotta understand this. When you really understand this on a deep enough level, you gonna understand it. Just 1% each day. Or let me learn this, or let me try this. You can't be scared to try new things. You can't be scared to bump your head. You have to understand it. It's gonna take trial and error. You're not just gonna be perfect your first try through. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't happen overnight. But you gotta be willing to endure when you take the loss, when things ain't going your way, when you ain't seeing the results, etc. When they ain't messing with you or believing in you. You have to see past all that and just keep going because you understand deep down inside the reason why you're doing it. You're not doing it for them. You're not doing it for their praise or their approval. You're not doing it to get back at nobody. You're doing it so you can live a better life, so you can be more peaceful, so you can be more connected to the Most High divine energy within you. So you can be on your true divine purpose and eliminate all distractions and stress out of your life. So you can be free on all levels. Mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, etc. But you have to do what it takes. As a man, it's not going to come easy. As a man, you have to earn everything that you desire. There are no handouts. Life does not care if you decide to just be average. But life is here to reward you and guide you every step of the way if you decide to take the steps to become above average, the top 1%. So life is going to support you in whatever you want to do because the devil can bless you just as well as the Most High. So who are you getting your blessings from? Who is governing your life? Understand this. Are you too deep in your lust, too deep in your greed, carrying around negative energy? Or are you just stripped away from, you know what I'm saying? You distracted, you plug into the matrix, or are you just getting away from these things? Not saying that you perfect because we are human here, but you just deciding to live a different life. Just because everybody else is choosing a certain path or believing a certain thing or doing a certain thing, don't mean that you have to be doing it. Because usually when everybody is doing something, it's the wrong thing to be doing. As you can see, everybody's not rich. So obviously everybody not doing what the rich do. That's why everybody not rich. So how about you stop doing what everybody around you is doing and get around or look on the internet for people who are just doing things differently and living a different life. Look at the results that people are getting. You gotta really get around these like-minded individuals because understand, how can you improve if you hanging around people who don't want to improve themselves? You can't elevate nobody that don't want to be elevated. So if you want to be elevated and you doing things to elevate yourself, how are you going to continue to elevate hanging around people who just stay insane? That's going to pull you down because essentially you can't go beyond them. So what type of sense does that make to even be around them in the first place? What type of sense does it make to continue to do things that are keeping you at a certain level? Why would you just stop after you made your first $100 off your side hustle? Why would you stop right there? Why not continue to keep going? Why would you quit right now? Like, what type of sense does it make? Why would you continue to be average and weak and mediocre? Is this really the life that you're going to accept? It's time for you to take your power back and take control. It's literally a war on masculinity out here. Masculine men, dominant men are becoming scarce in today's society. More and more men are just simped out and feminine as can be. Because this is the society that we live in, and this is what's becoming normalized. They want you to be weak. They want you to submit. They want you to comply. They don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to free yourself. They don't want you to get money. They don't want you to have bad women. They don't want you to do none of that. They want you to stress. They want you to simp. They want you to be depressed. And they want you to just listen and trust them and look to them for saving. You understand what I'm saying? They want you to rely on them. Them as in the government. The people that control everything that we see. The people that control the food that we eat. The music we listen to. The media that we consume. All these things are controlled. So when you have to rely on these people for your happiness, the people that control the money. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have to rely on these people for your happiness or to do things in your life, they have the control. So you have to do what they say. You can't say no, or you can't go against their agendas. You can't go against what they're saying. But when you know better, you do better. And you understand how to free yourself and you take the necessary steps. You don't complain about how long it's going to take. If you complain about how long it's going to take, you obviously have the instant gratification mindset and you looking for the quick fix. You ain't in it to win it. You got to endure and do what it takes and focus on the daily improvement, the daily grind. Bro, you don't just, boom, skyrocket way up here with your success, with your results. It takes time. It takes consistency. You might go like this. You might go down before you come up. Most times you do have to go down. You might have to take a loss. Or you might have to go through something that's going to wake you up. That's going to open your eyes and be like, man, it's time for me to get on my stuff. That's going to show you that, man, life is serious out here. But it's all about how you adapt and bounce back, because that's what we're here to do. We're not here to just quit and submit and just fold and roll over. We're able to figure things out. You stop looking at things from I got so many problems. Things just ain't going my way. And you look for solutions. You try something else. Like, why is it so hard for you to just try something else? Why is it so hard for you to be by yourself? Why is it so hard for you to save money? Why is it so hard for you to just be focused and consistent? Why is it so hard for you to put your phone down? Why is it so hard for you to sit with your thoughts and just meditate? Detox for 30 days and really lock in. Write down 3 to 5 goals for yourself. And focus, read these things twice a day, 2-3 times a day. And focus on these things for 30 days straight, bro. Whether that be you want to make $500 within this 3 months, whether you want to work out consistently every single day, you want to meditate every day, you want to get sunlight every day, you want to make sure you drink a gallon of water every day, you want to get on semen retention for 30 days, whatever, do something difficult. Figure out a problem in your life. Change something about your life in 30 days. Not saying that you need to rush anything, but just get in the habit of doing something different. That's going to give you better results. So after this 30 days, you acquire a new habit and it compounds into other areas of your life. So now you slowly but surely are improving. You can go from not working out to actually working out. So now you might be toning up a little bit slowly but surely, or you might be dropping a few pounds. Reading a book, you can read a book or 2 or 3 books in a month, depending on the length of the book. But now you get into the habit of acquiring information, but you don't stop there. You apply the information. It's like, how can I use this to change my life? You watching informational videos, or you creating your own content for that matter. But you're taking notes as you're doing it. You soaking up the information, or you doing your own research. You're getting into meditative stage, receiving and tapping into the higher frequencies to receive downloads. You locked in with your goals. You in the gym with your life. You holding yourself accountable to the point where you're not missing any days, to the point where you're not sleeping in late, or to the point where you're not making excuses saying, I don't feel like it, I'm tired. You're just getting it done. When you just get it done, you realize that that's the only option. That's the easiest thing for you to do, is just get it done. Complaining is gonna make it harder. Procrastinating is gonna make it harder. You gotta just do it. You gotta just figure it out. complaining about, oh, I got this problem, I got that problem, this is the reason I can't do this. That's the only thing that's making it harder. That's the only thing stopping you. When you just get it done, when you just figure it out, when you just tap into the higher frequencies, when you just do the right thing, the Most High is going to reward you, going to guide you, put you on your path to continue to help you grow, send blessings your way. But if you wake up every day complaining, stressing, being ungrateful, how on earth can you get what you want? How on earth can you find freedom? How on earth can you find peace? You're literally destroying yourself. But this is what the Matrix wants you to do. Because when you destroying yourself, you don't trust yourself. You don't believe in yourself. So now automatically, by default, you got to look outside of yourself for a savior. This is the life that we're living in. But you have to wake up to the truth. But you have to take action once you become aware of the truth. Just taking the red pill ain't enough. What you gonna do now that you done took the red pill? How you gonna transform your life? What you gonna start doing differently, bro? The choice is yours. The power has always been in your hands the entire time. It's all a matter of when you gonna start. Why do you need to start? Like, why would it be better for you to just change your life? Why do you not want to stay the same? What is your why? Like, why do you just want to take the path that's less traveled upon? What makes you stand out? Why do you feel chosen? And what are you going to do about it? When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? Are you going to continue to procrastinate, or you going to just get it done? You going to keep making excuses, or you just going to get it done? The choice is yours. You have to act now, because understand this. The Matrix does not want you to be masculine. The Matrix does not want you to receive this information. They want you to just listen to them, follow directions, and do things that will take power away from you. But when you say it, no, I cannot do that, I can't live like that, and you just wake up to the truth and apply the information, bro, your life is gonna change. But you gotta take it a day at a time. You gotta stay in your lane. You can't worry about somebody else who might be going 80 miles an hour when you only going 50. You're still going, that's what matters. Because somebody else ain't driving at all. So you worry about your 50 and let somebody going 80, somebody else going 100, you let them do their thing. Because eventually you're gonna be going 80. You know what I'm saying? Eventually 160 gonna be on your dash. Eventually 220 gonna be on your dash. But you gotta just wait your turn. Eventually you're gonna be dunking. Eventually you're gonna be pulling up from half court. But you gotta keep staying in the gym, staying consistent, working on your craft. Eventually you're gonna be able to bench 225. But you gotta build up to that point, staying consistent, getting in the gym. Eventually you could be making 5K a month, 10K a month, but you gotta stay in your lane, put the work in, learn the skill, stack the bread. Invest in the things, get more assets than liabilities. But it all starts with you though. So you have to start right now, bro. Literally, detox for 30 days and get your life right. Detox for 30 days and get your life right. Detox for 30 days and get your life right. If you take yourself serious, you will literally transform your life in 30 days. You will set yourself on track to start doing what you need to do. If you really believe this, you're gonna take action right now. But most people, what they gonna do? Click up the video and go on about being the same. Go on back to being the same. Going back to living in their paradigm. Being average, complaining, scrolling all day, chasing women, being broke, being fat, being average, being lazy. But look, bro, if you really want it, you're gonna do it. If you're really putting that energy out there, you're gonna be met with that same energy in return. You're gonna get your blessings. So just do what needs to be done. Simple. That's all I got for you, bro. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like down below, comment some future suggestions, subscribe, and I'm out.